Capricorn, hey, welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. Welcome into my brand new channel. Haven't been on YouTube very long, so if you're new, welcome in. If you have watched my videos before, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. What I do here, well, first of all, this reading is going to be for December 13th through the 16th, or 13th through the 19th. So right before Christmas. What I do is I pre-shuffle a little bit, so you guys don't have to see me shuffle over and over and over. But I do a final shuffle, so you guys know that I'm not making any of this up. Also, my readings aren't edited either. So if I cough or whatever, that's just the way that it is. I have a little dog, and he wants his food, so but I want you to see the messages the way that they were intended. So I'm going to just jump right into your reading, Capricorn, and we're going to see where we go. So in the past, Capricorn, you have observer. In your current situation, you have come to the edge. And in your future, you have milk and honey. So that is fantastic. I really like the milk and honey card. So in your past, Capricorn, you've got the Ten of Cups, you have the Three of Wands, and the Page of Swords. In your current situation, you've got the Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Then you've got the Four of Wands, the World, ooh, Three of Swords, and Two of Cups right after that. One more, please. Tower. Oof. Emperor. Okay. Overall energy for the reading is going to be the King of Cups. So somebody, probably you, Capricorn, you're probably the King of Cups. So you're probably very emotionally stable at this point, or you're learning how to be more stable with your emotions. And that's what this reading is about. So in the past, you have the Ten of Cups, feeling like you have everything, family, home, lots of love surrounding you, but kind of looking into a new direction in the past. I think that you were maybe looking at other relationships, looking at other people, seeing what they have. I see in the past, so sometime before the 13th, you were really just observing. You were observing your circumstance, you were observing other people's circumstance. And then it seems like, so you had this really happy thing, and then it seems like you just decided to like go in a different direction. And when you did that, you got a message, like a text or an email or just some light little message that made you kind of rest and take a step back and just kind of contemplate things, go inside and figure out you. So in the past, you were just observing this whole thing, really just kind of taking it all in and seeing where you wanted to go with it. But in your current situation, like I said, you've got the Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. So it almost feels like rest is required in order for you to get to your Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you're juggling something right now. Anytime I do a 10 card spread, or however many cards end up on the table here, the middle card is always you. So Capricorn, you are the Two of Pentacles. You are juggling things right now. And what I mean by juggling, I try to explain this in every reading that the Two of Pentacles comes up. But there's lots of times where we have two different things that we're focusing on, right? Like you could have a relationship and you could have a job. Or if you don't have a relationship, you could have a primary job and a secondary job. Well, when you get that secondary job for the very first time, it feels like you're juggling, right? It feels like you've got two balls in the air and you're trying to keep all the balls in the air and you just don't know how you're going to do it. But after a while, it doesn't become juggling. After a while, you just know on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you head over to McDonald's at 5 o'clock. and then that's all it is. So I think right now you're trying to juggle rest with what you really want. And what you really want is the Ten of Pentacles. You really want stability. You really want family. You really want that culmination of all those things together. So you're just trying to juggle these two things. And the spirit is saying, you know, from the 13th to the 19th Capricorn, it's asking you to come to the edge. So that means come to the edge of that cliff and, you know, see what it looks like over there. See what it's, you know, come to the edge of life. Because as we come to the edge, I think we have more of an understanding of why we're really here. And that just came to me too. So come to the edge. Trust in life. Trust that you don't have to juggle. Feel more okay with the rest. Feel more okay with wanting the Ten of Pentacles, with wanting that stability. It'll come to you. You don't have to juggle things. It'll just come. So in the future, so sometime beyond the 19th, I see you have the Four of Wands here. So celebration, this can sometimes signify a marriage or like a marriage or some sort of celebration, graduation, something like that. And then you have the World card and the Three of Swords. So I feel like this is about somebody's marriage because it comes up a lot. You have the Ten of Cups, which like the Ten of Cups is like fulfillment, but not just for one person. And that's in the past. You have fulfillment for like your whole family. In your current situation, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles would be singular fulfillment. Ten of Pentacles is, you know, family fulfillment. And then you've got this Four of Wands down here. So I think that this is about a marriage. You know, come to the edge. Stop juggling, wanting what you want, and resting. It's sort of saying that, like, in your future situation, with your marriage, you're going to feel like you have everything. You're going to feel like you're on top of the world, like everything is going correctly. But see, the World card is one of the final cards in the major arcana. So it also signifies the end. You have a 10, and then another finalizing card here. So it's almost like a cycle's ending, and then you have the 2 to 3 to the 4. 2 to 3 to 4. So it's almost like something else is beginning. So something with your marriage, and I almost mean marriage, like technically married. Something with your marriage has ended. It got to the end and it's done. You feel like your heart's broken. And I think that what you're really trying for is this milk and honey. You know, you want to be an elephant playing in a bowl of milk and honey, but there's some trouble that comes along. Something breaks your heart in your marriage. Something ends in your marriage. And then, so I very rarely clarify, like, your final card, but when you have all these good cards, and then suddenly your last card is the Three of Swords, I was like, so I wanted to know what's the Three of Swords about. The Three of Swords is about the Two of Cups, so a little love offer, and that little love offer being blown up, and then the Emperor's here, so maybe because somebody's too cold. I think that maybe Capricorn, maybe you're too cold. I think that maybe instead of just going with the flow of marriage and everything, I think that it's showing up that you're the Emperor, that you're just a little too cold. And when love comes in, it blows up. Because you're too rigid in your own ways, Capricorn. So I would, biggest message here is to stay away from being rigid. You have a clear focus that what you want is the family stability. You want the whole picture of not just you being happy, but your whole family being happy. And I would say the biggest thing, there's two things that are holding you back. It's the juggling part. It's the feeling like you're juggling part. And it's the cold rigidness of the way you think things have to be. Because if you're not so rigid, I don't think that this tower moment's going to happen. So, and I definitely think that you can get to this milk and honey. It's just you're going to have to work on it a little bit. Let go of some things. Be more like the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is the king of emotions. So water signifies emotion. And the King of Cups is very sturdy on his throne. Even though the waves come, there's swells, there's, the tide comes in, the tide goes out. But the King of Cups sits on that throne, and he has a really good understanding of who he is. So I think the biggest message in this reading is to be more stable emotionally. Just be more stable and be willing to go with the flow. So as love comes in, as the water goes out, like just go with the flow and know that no matter what, you're going to stand on your throne and everything's going to be okay. So thank you so much, Capricorn, for watching today. If you liked this video, please press like. It looks like this. It's just below the video. And if you want to get notified of any new messages that I do, please subscribe. Right below the little like button, there's a thing, it says Tropical Tarot. If you press subscribe, then you get notified of all my new readings. And I'm going to be working on January 2021 very soon, so you'll be notified of that if you subscribe. And if this resonates for you, please drop me a comment. I don't make any money on these readings, nor do I ask for any money in the comments. So I literally do this all for the comments because I like reading tarot and it gives me a huge amount of gratitude. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.